Breeze Nation, what is good? It's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. And we got the squad in the building. Yeah. As always, man, the super producer Joel holding it down for us, man. Mr. Medium Self always in the building.
What's up?
Back fresh off of the old COVID vibes.
Feeling good.
Jordan
feeling
JC and I don't know if we turned on Drew's camera back there or his mic at all, but Drew's in the back. He's helping out on the producer side. I don't think you gave Drew anything.
He didn't want anything.
Oh, okay. Is the mic on? Is the mic hot? Okay, the mic is hot.
Oh, I just got your text, by the way.
Oh,
He's like, hit it over. Got it.
Hey, man, we got a lot to get into on today's episode. Chicago Bears heard from Shane Waldron today, and this is a team who offensively was up bad. So what do we need to see this offense do to improve heading into this week 2 matchup? We also got to talk about, can the Bears keep their number one pass rush? Number one pass rush status. And of course, we got to preview this Bears versus Texans game. All that and more in today's episode of the Windy City Breeze Sports Talk Daily. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. Boys, what's going on, man? How y'all feeling? Everybody good?
Oh, I'm back outside, baby.
Just glad
back outside, boys.
Contagions over here weren't like taking over everything, man. I'm glad I was able to test negative or whatever.
It's so weird, bro. Like, we all were high-fiving kid. This mug ends up getting sick. Calvin basically just is hiding.
Yeah. You'll get me.
Ringo's like, I don't have the immune system for this. And then, freaking
Calvin went straight Yoda. To exile.
To exile.
Must I go? Be precautious.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, man, let's get into the show, man. Everybody feeling good? Everybody feeling great? Shout out to the chat in the building. Who's number one in the chat, Joel?
Dang, I almost had it memorized. Let's see. Let's back it up. Number one is Raymond Bennett.
Raymond Bennett in the building. Appreciate you pulling up. Silver Harvest in the chat. Maddie Legend with a year. It's Crimson in the building. Greetings and go Bears. Pete Kidd is in the chat with y'all. Oh, he's in the chat.
Built it.
He's gonna be judging.
Jay Capone the die.
He said, wasn't no ice cream on the way today. Jay Capone the dine in the building, man. Shout out Jay Capone, man. Let's talk a little Bears, boys. Let's talk a little Bears because we got to hear from Shane Waldron today at the press conference. And, he talked a lot about what he felt this offense struggled with. He took some onus that I didn't know if I was expecting him to take today, where he basically said, listen, it's on me to get the personnel groupings right. It's on me to get the to make sure that we're getting Cole Kmet out there more than 48% of the snaps. It's on me to figure things out. But he also put the onus on Caleb to have to make the plays. And so where do you guys see this offense having to take that next step? And Shane Waldron as a whole, where does he have to improve the most here in week 2?
I mean, Shane Waldron knows he has to be better. I mean, you look at what happened, what was put on tape and what was put out there for the offense, and it was poor. It was an F. I mean, it was a bad week. But that's something that you can grow from in a win, as I said before. It's always good to learn those things on the fly when you're still winning. The defense and the special teams, pretty much took over the day and carried you guys. And so I think Shane Waldron taking accountability, first of all, I like to see that. He didn't just kind of ho-hum it and say, well, there's some things that they need to clean up. No, he said it's on me. I have to be better with utilizing my talent. I have to be better with taking Cole Kmet and putting him in a position where we can use him more because he is one of the best tight ends in the league. He admitted that, just like Cole Kmet himself said it on his podcast. And so those are things that you want to see. You want to see him take ownership of that. I think that it will look better. I don't know what version of better it will look like, but I think they will come in with a better game plan this week.
I would say that I anticipate that, like, it was a question I asked yesterday at the ESPN thing.
Yeah, it was funny. He ended up going to the event.
Nice.
He was like, Joel Holt from Flossmoor. I was like,
he asked me to say that.
Why'd you say your full name
and
your government?
No, I didn't. I said Joel from Floss. But anyway, he just started busting up on the stage.
I was like,
I would too. Because I'm standing next to Danny Zetterman, he's like, yeah, just say.
What did you ask?
I asked him. I said, do you think we eke out a win because we actually establish a running game and protect our quarterback? Because to me, that's really what set Caleb up for failure in a sense. We couldn't establish a run.
Yeah. So
you got him passing. He wasn't able to get into a rhythm. There was a couple times where he was able to throw the ball where he had a couple of completions in a row. but it wasn't able to really sustain. Keeping the one, we had no possession of the clock. So we were not able to run the ball to actually set up play action. Like all those things are factors. So either the offensive line, the scheme needed to be adjusted. We need to be able to have the running game going to keep our defense fresh because defense looked great out there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Alex Houston. He said, we're about to destroy the Texans. Right. Hey, I'm with you, man.
I love your confidence.
I don't believe it. No, I mean, honestly, I think here's
very subtle.
I think here's my thing offensively that I really want to see from the Chicago Bears too. What do you say?
I was thinking that. I swear to God. I should have did it like super producer Joel Holt here. I should have did it, but I was like, I'll just play low key. Yeah. It wasn't even recorded though. Was it recorded?
No,
it wasn't even recorded. That's why I didn't do it. It wasn't necessary. No, do not say I'm not failed as Holt. Please, no.
Failed as Holt is nuts.
Failed as Holt.
Failed as Holt.
Bayless Jones and Failed as Holt. Oh, no. You don't want to be connected to Bayless.
That is nuts.
Don't you wish that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Here's the thing that I want to see the Chicago Bears do offensively, and what I want to see Shane Waldron do. Ill-timed temper.
I'm sorry. Even if it is time,
that was perfect.
It just comes out of nowhere. I'm sorry.
That was perfect. It was set
because it's not one thing.
You do a good job.
It's not one thing.
You do a good job.
Tiffany, you got to get the whole thing.
I got this for you, man. I made it.
It's not one thing. But no.
What are you gonna say?
Oh, you bastard. Here's the thing that I really want to see the Chicago Bears do, though. Make things easy for Caleb Williams more consistently. And I'm talking about not just the passing game. I'm talking about the running game as well. You have to establish the run. You have to give them a threat because those naked boots and all that stuff work. All those play action passes work. If I care that the running back can run the football. Now, I think DeAndre Swift is a solid back for the Chicago Bears, but I do think that there's some issues getting him going. I don't like how he was used last week. No. That's one thing that I dislike about Shane Waldron. You got an outside zone running back, and you're sitting there saying, all right, we got to run him directly at Tavondre Sweat. Who came up with that game plan?
Please no.
You know what I mean? And now this week, where he's most comfortable in the outside zone, you got two dogs on the outside, and Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter. And Danielle Hunter is the Bears killer.
Yeah.
I mean, 9 games versus Chicago Bears, 7.5 sacks. This guy's always laying on the quarterback of the Chicago Bears.
He owned Braxton Jones, right? That's who he went up against.
Yes, he went up against Braxton.
Yeah.
It was a bad day.
It
was a bad day.
But now you have Tevin on the left side. That might make a difference because Tevin was on the right side.
You're saying to
no,
help
this
out
was last
with Braxton?
season. He was on the Vikings last year.
Tevin
was on the left side last year.
I thought remember we liked him playing on the right side.
Yeah, that wasn't against the Vikings.
Cody wasn't on the left, was he still?
No, Cody was playing center.
So he
I'm
was
saying
still
the
on
left
the
guard.
with
I'm saying
Braxton.
having the backup.
Right guard was what's his name?
They were flipping. No, we still had
right guard was Nate Davis.
Yeah, we still had Nate Davis.
Left guard was
at one point they had Tevin at. My point was there were times when Tevin played right guard, so I don't think they did that great. All I'm saying is with Tevin being on the left side, it might help Braxton out. Our weakness is really more so center to right guard.
Yeah,
that's all I'm getting at.
Tevin was on the left side last year.
No, but I'm saying that the center. I was asking a question. You answered it for me. Thank you. But my point was.
Anybody else confused?
No, I just wanted to understand if
I was just trying to play
Danielle
along.
Hunter was really giving problems. My point was that hopefully this year with Braxton with Tevin together, it might be a little bit better in terms of bull rush. That's all.
Well, we'll see. And I'll say this. Right, week 1, Braxton Jones looked a heck of a lot better. He did not look like the guy that has struggled at the bull rush. Now there was one play. There was one play where he did get pushed back, but outside of that, I thought Braxton did a fairly good job at left tackle. And y'all know I'm the guy that was like, replace this dude at all costs.
See, my biggest thing is that a direct connection to the level of talent at edge because their strength is on the interior.
It's a lot harder when it's Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter.
Versus
it's a lot harder,
and whoever it is. But see, my thing is, okay, that's another thing that you need to put into the game plan is if you know that Braxton Jones may have a problem with a top pass rusher,
right,
then you put those guys behind him. Like I talked about that second line of defense with maybe Cole Kmet back there, maybe Mercedes Lewis, Kari Blasingame, or even though I think he might be hurt actually. So you put a second line of defense back there to help out with Braxton. Give him a few more seconds to throw the ball.
No, I agree. I think here's my thing, though, offensively. And this is what I need people to understand that it's okay. By the way, I don't know if y'all saw this, but over 100 in the chat.
Got to get the pump in.
Whoa.
It doesn't feel right now that the beautiful noise doesn't come after. I'm expecting it now. Like,
that's like
you're
your finish.
No,
Nah,
that doesn't sound right.
I'm about to growl. You do a little.
Let's not get sharp up in
You
here.
do a
Coming
little
fast with them.
Oh, no. Shay stays away.
There you go.
There you go. That's a good one. That's a good one. But no, I think here's my thing. It is okay to look at that week 1 tape and say, that Shane Waldron needs to improve some things. It's also okay to say that Caleb Williams has to. And that's one of the things I asked Shane Waldron today in the press conference, with how poorly you played in this game, can you see how you're just off a little bit? Can you see how maybe you're, Caleb Williams said there are 6 passes that he wants back. Mm-hmm. I saw at least 4 that I know he wants back. I don't know what the other 2 that he's looking at are, but Shane Waldron did some things to try and get Caleb easy plays. Mm-hmm. At a certain point, you got to hit him.
Yeah.
And there was something on every play, whether it was a poor play call by Shane, whether it was the Keenan Allen dropping the football, whether it was a receiver getting wide open and Caleb Williams looking like he's got his feet set, he's ready to make a good throw, and then Braxton Jones whiffs and he gets hit from behind, right? Like no matter what, every single play this week or last week, something happened.
Yeah.
You know what? We got 2 good First, we got a super chat from Samurai J. Shout out to Samurai J.
Shout out.
He said, Uncle's on Ringo time. Hashtag what's on that wall.
What's on that wall?
That's a hashtag.
That's a game.
Oh,
yeah, we got to play that game.
That sucks.
What's on that wall?
I also like Silver Harvest. That's actually a good clarification. Would Daniil be going up against Darnell this time around? Because he is actually a right defensive end. And they have Will Anderson as the left.
But Daniil can play all 4 spots on the line.
I mean, we know he's still a dog.
I mean, it depends on which one you want to put him at, who you think he's going to kill more.
Well,
but Will Anderson can also kill people too. So there's that.
A lot of murdering going on.
I don't know if you've seen this Bears offensive line, but there's a lot of death happening behind
murder going on.
Death and darkness. Very dark and twisted.
Yeah.
But no, like to me, I just think if we're going to be realistic about where the Chicago Bears team is going to have to find success, yes, there is a portion of it that's Shane Waldron. Mm-hmm. But there's at least 5 passes I saw that Caleb Williams missed that if he makes those plays, we're not having this conversation offensively. Yeah. The Keenan Allen throw, the down the left sideline. Keenan's wide open.
Yep.
Overthrew it.
There's some
Keenan dropping the football in the end zone.
That might have been 2 touchdowns.
That could have been 2 touchdowns right there. Realistically speaking, on the play, he goes to DeAndre Carter, who was open. Yeah. So you got to make a better pass because DeAndre Carter's open. You hit him in the hands. He might be able to walk into the end zone with his speed as well. But on the other side of that, Rome Odunze is one-on-one. He's beating his man off of the line. There's no safety help over top. I would have locked in on Rome on that play coming out of the huddle looking at the personnel. You take your deep shot there. Rome is able to go up, right? Like, so there's all of these things where it's like, all I keep seeing this week is Shane Waldron's got to do better. Shane Waldron's got to make this work. Shane Waldron's got to figure this out. I'm not saying he's not to be blamed for some things. But there was a lot of touchdowns on the board that I think he called Caleb didn't make a pass on, or that the receivers didn't bring the football in.
I think his passing game, like what they tried to do was okay. It was just, to me, they abandoned the run. And I think also
I do think they abandoned the run. You can't do that.
But once you go down like 14 or 17, 14 to zip, you have to throw the ball. You are not able to establish a ground game. So that Bayless fumble really hurt them because now we got to throw. But now you got a rookie quarterback in there who's not quite really ready to necessarily he had the jitters. I think everybody's time was off. The offensive line's timing was off. Everybody was off because they finally played their first actual
real
preseason game.
Yeah, you got some real action.
We got a few more weeks before they were actually ready to do something.
Yeah.
I would give them another 2-3 weeks before the offense is clicking. I've been saying this the whole time, right? It takes a while for the offense to catch up to the defense. Defense is always ahead of offense when the beginning of the season. Shout out to my man. What's my man Beats? What's my man?
We got Beat what?
Coffee and Beats Music Cafe.
Oh, that's Rodney.
Yeah, Rodney. What's happening, man?
All right.
Shout out to Rodney. But you know what? To your point, though, about the fact that, this will take some time. There was actually, it was part of Hard Knocks when Nick Saban came to visit.
Nice.
When Nick Saban came to visit Eberflus, one of the things he said was, hey, make sure that you have some patience with this process because it's going to take time. Even though this guy is, considered to be a generational player, special number one pick in the draft, it's going to take some time for him to be up to NFL speed. So maybe 2 to 3 weeks from now, we'll start. I really have nothing to end it out with that, but all right.
I feel like Joe just, I don't know if he was cooking on that one.
That is the cook.
I don't know if that was a cook.
Sound effect.
I don't know if that was a cook.
It was really hyping anything up, but my point is that I think that it's going to take maybe 3 or 4 weeks for him to get acclimated and for him to feel comfortable and to actually get NFL speed. This week, I'm glad that they both, when they were in the interview, or rather in the press conference, they both took accountability. Caleb said, hey, I got to be better with my footing. Same thing Waldron said, when it comes to his footing. He kind of broke out of
Be where your feet are.
Yeah, be where your feet are, right? So maybe that's something that's where the jitters probably came in. He wants to hurry up and get the ball out fast, that, he needs to slow down a little bit. Let the receivers get into their breaks a little bit more. The things like that, the little details, the little things that probably will get, corrected over time. That's what I'm not really worried about that. I think that's going to get adjusted.
Yeah. No, I think, some of this could be overreactions big time. I mean, we were all disappointed, right? That I think all of us expected. Now, I did not expect Caleb to throw for 300 or 400 yards in his first game.
Oh, I had him for 5.
And
that's my meaty take for today.
I think I expected like a 200 yardish, a touchdown. I'm happy he didn't throw the ball away. Yeah. I just think that, what I do see is that he's going against another 3-4 type defense. So he's had a little bit of practice against the 3-4 defense.
Yeah, all right.
I'm hoping that he slows down. He kind of, I got game speed.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like Kobe. Kobe said with Mike, he's like, okay, I can, real speed, strength, I can whatever. You got to be able to understand and get in those situations. So now you can recall. I would say for myself, a lot of times in my life, I've had to fail before I won.
Succeed, yeah.
A lot of times, you do something the first. I never necessarily was the first. I never would do something right the first time. And maybe most people are like that.
Yeah.
I never got it right the first time.
And it's the most aggravating thing in the world.
Dude, and it's like, but the confidence that Caleb had, I remember just for, I'm into a bunch of things, contracting, DJing, whatever. I think of a time in DJing. There's a moment where I'm like, dang it, I wish I'm going to play that song. I know next time what to do. And now I have it in my list. I can recall it. It wasn't that I didn't execute, but I didn't know the right one. Now I know what to do.
Yeah.
I feel like that's an epitome of what Caleb is doing. Because everybody is not dumping on him. Even the national media, they were just like, no, they think he's going to get good. It's just the jitters, that type of thing.
Yeah.
I think he was Waddle said this today, and I thought this was a great assessment of it because everybody wants to put nerves on Caleb. Oh, he's nervous. You can't tell me he's not nervous. Look at him. He's nervous out there. Hey, yeah, I think it's like yesterday when we were at the show. I was never at any point nervous.
Oh, up on the platform?
I was never at any point nervous.
You've been doing it for a minute, though.
But what happened was I was amped up.
Right.
I was excited. I was glad to be up there.
Yeah,
when people was responding, it was one point I was cooking Bayless Jones. People responded. I'm like, oh, here we go. And I'm going to take it to Colorado. And then we're going to take it to Nevada. And then we're going to.
Zodiac was like, hey, before we go there, Pat was hot.
Oh,
we gotta get him off this team.
Hey, I was like, he ain't a football player.
Jed was like, I wouldn't go there. That was a little harsh. I wouldn't go there. I wouldn't do that.
He's being a politician.
This is a man's livelihood you're talking about.
Hey, listen, be better at your job.
All of Rosemont. Bayless Jones.
I was, yeah.
I got it going.
Hey, I'm telling you, bro. But what it is you get amped up, and I think being in Soldier Field, especially, and because you saw that drive at the end, right? You saw that drive at the end of the first half. That drive at the end of the first half, he's moving through it methodically. At that point, Bears fans are kind of out of it. You've lost the crowd. You're trying to get them back in, but it's a little quieter. You're moving through. Boom, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Come back in the next half. All right, we get 3. We got to get a big stop here. everybody's amped up. They're like, all right, maybe Caleb can turn it on. Second half of justice. Here we go. You know what I mean? Like everybody's ready. And it doesn't go the way we think. Luke Getsy draws up a great play. It's a little DeAndre Swift out on the right side. He's wide open.
Oh, he missed that throw. Yeah,
overthrows him massively.
Yeah.
Massively.
Yeah.
And you see him slump his shoulders and go down. At a certain point, you have to call it for the players, how your players are playing that day.
Right.
And dare I say, I don't think Luke Getsy did that bad of a job calling it based on how the players were playing. I'm sorry.
Who?
Shane Waldron did that bad of a job. Sorry. I apologize.
Getsy
credits.
One more.
You should go stand in the corner.
My bad. I did that this morning too.
Took a time out.
His face is
I
right
did that
behind
this
him.
morning too.
It's Shane Waldron
Ah!
here.
I'm sorry, Shane.
God,
I'm sorry, Shane.
the ghost of Luke Getsy is still around.
I think that Shane Waldron called a game based on how his players were playing. And
Agreed.
guess what? Heading into next week, players probably will be playing that way.
Yeah.
That was an all-time bad.
Well, we didn't see the tight ends really in the game. Like we didn't see the
Now
full
that
complement.
that's what I love about Shane. At least right now, I may not love it. Yeah, you can take the blame for stuff. Yeah, you ever see these dudes where they like, that's on me, that's my bad. You ever work with this guy, the my bad guy? You work with the my bad guy, and then you're up to like the seventh my bad. And you're like, no, it's not your bad. You're just bad. We know it's your bad. You can stop saying my bad. We know it's your bad.
Right.
Nobody expects anything of you anymore. You know what I mean? I give you my bad for the next couple weeks. You know what I mean? I got to be better. I got to get it on this thing. We got to figure it out here, but it's on me to make it happen. We get to week 4 and he talking about my bad. I'm slapping. But the personnel grouping, to his credit, week 1, he said, it's on me to get Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, and Rome Odunze out there more than 10 plays together. It's on me to get Cole Kmet out there more than 48% of the snaps. It's on me to make sure that my personnel groupings are ready. And I'll give them grace right now and say, you got to figure this team out too. Well, it's him also. This is also the first time he's ever had to figure out a rookie quarterback.
Yeah,
that's true. Everybody else that he's had, right? I mean, like it's a veteran guy that's sitting there like, yes, I can make that work, but I know the safety's playing overtime. He's seen an NFL defense before. Geno threw picks to most of them, right? All until Seattle. Now all of a sudden he's a viable quarterback because he's got the experience, he's got the offense that works for him, and he's starting to figure things out. Yep. That makes a difference than dealing with a rookie who's like, y'all telling me to play? Yeah. Like you're still there. You know what I mean? Like hopefully he's got that part figured out, but you're still at that point in my mind.
One of the things that I love about this whole week, while winning, is the fact, and I mentioned this before, but the fact that we can talk about this adversity that the Bears are going through, especially on offense, the offensive adversity, but them still learning from it. And one of the things that I appreciated was Kevin Byard when after they won, the speech that he gave in the locker room about the fact that maybe it's good that we got this kind of adversity out the way to begin with so we can learn from this. The fact that we won and the offense was pretty much putrid, there's going to be times where the offense is going to have to carry the day for the defense. Even though we look at this defense and we say, hey, they're a top 5 defense probably in the league. They look really, really good.
Yeah.
There are times where they may not look really good. That may happen this week because Houston is a really, really good team.
Yeah.
Will the offense carry the day? Will the offense pick up the steam? And so that's one of the things that I love is that we're already facing adversity in the first week. We won, and so now it's kind of like we're only going to go up from here type of thing.
Yeah. Let's talk about this defense, actually, because I think that, we got to talk about the pass rush. We got to talk about finishing out with the best pass rush in the NFL.
Man,
what are we talking about
good.
right now? But first, we got to hear from a word from our sponsors over at BetDSI.
You always set me up, man.
No, that's how you set up a read, dog. I don't know if you know this or not. That's how you set up a read. There's no timpani needed for this. You know what? I'm going to do this ad read. Whoop his it, and then we'll be right back. happening, Bears Nation? It's your boy Pat, the designer from the Windy City Breeze, where we keep it 100 about everything Chicago Bears. Now, if you're like me, you don't just watch the game, you live it, and that's why you need to check out BetDSI. BetDSI is where it's at if you want to put your money where your mouth is. They've been doing it for over 20 years, giving you the best odds, lightning fast payouts, and a platform that's as solid as the best O-line. Whether you're betting on the Bears to take it all the way or making clutch live bets during the game, BetDSI has you covered. And here is the kicker. Just because you're rolling with the Windy City Breeze, BetDSI is hooking you up. Sign up today with the promo code WCB, and they'll give you 120% bonus on your first deposit up to $1,000. That's free money, folks, to make sure that you're winning as you back our boys in the blue and orange. So what are you doing? What are you waiting for? Head over to betdsi.eu, use the code WCB, and start turning your Bears passion into serious cash. BetDSI, where real Bears fans get it done. Appreciate y'all tuning in, showing love. I had to handle the super producer over here during the break.
What?
The
lines you tell.
I don't know. What's
appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave that 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. Boys, based on a certain metric, the Chicago Bears had the number one pass rush in the NFL. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I was excited about this Bears defensive line. Mm-hmm. That's not what I expected to be coming out of this week. But based on pass rush win rate, the Chicago Bears were the number one defense in the NFL. This is per not PFF. This is per ESPN's rush stop and pass rush win rate. The Chicago Bears, Darrell Taylor was dominating all day. He was out there for 15 plays.
That's that guy on the end over there.
For the 15 plays that he did win, I should say. For the 15 plays he was there, he had 7 wins. His pass rush win rate was 47%. He was only topped by Jonathan Cooper of Denver, who is a absolute freaking dog out there.
You know who else is there?
Jared Verse also on that list. Yeah, 15 plays on that one.
Why are you mad?
5. I don't know what he's mad about.
No, we got Rome.
He wanted Jared.
He
wanted Jared when
Rome,
we picked the wide receiver.
Wanted Jared.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Number 2, and now they break this down by position. Number 2 on the list, Darrell Taylor for edge rusher.
Yeah.
For defensive tackle, number 1 on the list. That was a great Tiffany.
All right.
DeMarcus Walker, ladies and gentlemen, at the defensive tackle position. We were sitting here. He's the opposite edge. He's got to be the opposite edge. No, he's dominating from the DT position. Know who else is on that list? Oh, well, when you get into number 5, that's not number 5. What is that? Number 7, that's old Andrew Billings.
Hold on.
I got it. Tied for number 7 with Andrew Billings, if he would let me set it up. Jesus
I did
Christ.
let you set it up. God dang it.
Javon Dexter in that list as well. The Chicago Bears dominated at pass rush win rate. DeMarcus Walker won 60% of his pass rushes. Andrew Billings won 24% of his pass rushes. Javon Dexter also won 24% of his pass rushes. You guys have to remember this, though. That is on the interior. You're so bold. That is on the interior.
I know what I'm talking about. What did I say? I wanted a rotation. And if I can get a few sacks out of each guy.
You didn't want a rotation.
Yes,
you didn't want a rotation because all you kept saying the whole game was, Javon Dexter's not out there. Where's Javon Dexter? I don't see 99 out there.
There were a few times.
I was like, it's a rotation, dog.
I did, because there was times I didn't. But my point was, I get that. Y'all so ticky-tack. I'm saying.
How dare you use my words against me?
Don't ever. No, my point was, I like that we have a rotation.
Yeah.
So DeMarcus Walker is a pleasant surprise of we all was like, yeah, he's like a 6-sack kind of guy. For him to do that, and of course, mind you, guys, this is week 1.
Yeah.
This is week 1. Everybody's probably the best they're going to feel at this week. It's going to get worse every week until the season's over. I'll take it, though. But to have Darrell Taylor coming in, DeMarcus Walker, like Billings.
Hold on.
Run that back. It's hit. Over there. Hit right there. There you go. DeMarcus Walker, Darrell Taylor, Javon Dexter, Andrew Billings. We didn't even see Booker. and then we got all the sacks. There we go. We got a rotation. But we were hoping that Booker would do kind of what Taylor's
Well,
doing.
he only got 4 plays.
No, I'm just
You
saying.
know what I mean? Like,
It
was like Austin Booker was out there, and then it was like, well, Daniel Hardy's also out there. Daniel Hardy made some nice pressures, but and then on special teams, he makes the big play. You know what I mean?
We're getting dogged. We didn't see Sweat do nothing, though.
No, but that's the thing. The fact that we didn't see the main guy do anything and still be the number one pass rusher.
But are they double teaming Sweat?
Well, and this is the thing. That is the impact, right? They're sitting there looking at Montez Sweat going, he won't beat us, and that means no one else will beat us. And here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. Here we go. Hayes is in here. JC 2 weeks away from his semi-annual haircut.
Stop me in my tracks.
Hey.
That's all right.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. My friend,
it's true. It's like
there's nothing better than that bone crusher moment, bro. That was amazing when he called you bone crusher.
I love it.
But no, here's the thing. We knew what Montez Sweat can do. We knew kind of what Javon Dexter could do based on what we had seen, but you did want to see it in a real game.
Yeah.
But in the game, we saw double team on Dex, double team on Montez. We saw that multiple times because they don't want those two to beat you, especially Javon Dexter, because he's in your face. He's doing everything. And then you still got to deal with the length when he puts his hands up. But the biggest thing that you got out of this game was Andrew Billings winning at the same rate because he was in the backfield all day. And when you have to deal with that third guy, all of a sudden you're in turmoil the rest of the day. That's how Darrell Taylor gets 2 sacks. And it's how Darrell Taylor's probably going to be that guy. I'm not going to lie to you. Going up against one of the best left tackles of all time in the NFL this weekend.
Tunsil?
Well, yeah, he's a dog. He's a monster. He's a mammoth of a man. Mammoth of a man. Going up against one of the best defensive tackles out there, right? Like, I'm sorry, going up against one of the best left tackles out there. Darrell Taylor's probably not going to have the same impact this week. Can you keep the pressure up, though? Because if you go one-on-one with Laramie Tunsil and he kind of holds you at bay, but they have to worry that you're over there and you're creating pressure, now all of a sudden still opening things up for Billings in the middle, still opening things up for Dexter in the middle, right? Because Darrell Taylor's coming in as the big-name 2-sack guy. You feel a lot better, though, when you can say, yeah, but it's Laramie Tunsil over there. That's one-on-one. I know I can keep that one-on-one all day. Does Darrell Taylor change that? Is this the week where you try to get more Austin Booker in there? Because I'm not saying Austin Booker is going to go out there and beat Laramie Tunsil by any means. But I do think that his length, I do think that his surprising strength, like, I don't know if y'all have watched any of the Booker stuff, but like outside of preseason, but even in college, like he's like, you watch him go up against some dudes and you're like, he should not be putting that dude on his butt. Who was the number one left tackle in the draft this year?
Alt?
Yeah.
Was it Alt?
Are you talking about
JC
Latham?
No, Latham. JC Latham. At the Senior Bowl, he was killing JC Latham.
Yeah.
He was like, I was like, my God, bro. Like,
well, he's fast. He's tall.
No. He was going through JC Latham.
The length of his hand.
He shouldn't be able to do that at 260. You know what I mean?
That's great. Yeah. But the thing is it's a rotation, a collection of talent. So thank goodness if Darrell Taylor is the guy that we can, latch on to, and then if Booker becomes something great, because then next year we got to we still got to get this line. We still got to get this line fixed. We still need this center and this guard. Like, I'm still nervous.
Wait. Over 200 in the chat. 200.
Yeah, so
coming fast with a hot and ready. I'm going to be.
No, I think it's encouraging. Like, but we've expected the defense to be good. All we care about.
We didn't expect the defensive line to be that good. Yeah. We expected the DBs to be that good. Nobody expected that.
No, just the linebackers and the DBs.
I expected Montez Sweat to be good. I expected Javon to be good. I expected Billings to be good. But those were the three. You weren't expecting a name like Darrell Taylor this week. You weren't expecting a name like DeMarcus Walker to be back there as much. You weren't expecting for Daniel Hardy to have an impact on the defensive line pressure-wise, and also like those were the things you weren't expecting. And what it did was, and if you can maintain that this coming week, and that's the real question, can the Bears maintain that number one pass rush status? C.J. Stroud is still going to be C.J. Stroud. He's ridiculously freaking good.
Yeah.
Right? But if there's pressure in his face, he's just like every other quarterback.
But is Kenyon Green, Juice Scruggs, Shaq Mason, are these guys that we worried about? And Titus Howard, those are the other linemen outside Laramie Tunsil.
It's a solid line, though. That's a solid
right tackle. The right tackle is Titus Howard.
Yeah, they got a solid line.
Shaq Mason. I mean, I guess we need to look at what
I know who Shaq Mason is. So I mean, maybe this is the week that we see Montez Sweat actually do what he's supposed to be doing. And yeah, exactly. Like this is the week where, okay, if Darrell Taylor is getting, handled by Laramie Tunsil, then we know that the pressure is going to be on Montez Sweat to make sure that he gets a couple sacks. What are we laughing at now?
No,
Jay Critz. Hey, Joe, lift that chair a little bit, bro.
You didn't notice earlier, I was trying to. I was like, I forget it.
I ain't gonna lie.
I know. I'm like I am taller than this. It's okay.
But one of the things I wanted to mention, and again, this goes back to the surprise of the line. I was pleasantly surprised by Andrew Billings. Yeah. Billings to me is the guy that is going to be like that gap eater, that run stop gap eater. You feel like a man now?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a big kid now. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Shout out to my man, Mutt the General. What's up, baby?
God.
It's my man.
Billings to me is a guy that
I was trying to lower it back down. Trying to lower him back down. I was like, dang it, it's on the other side.
Billings to me is a guy that you know him for the one thing.
You knew he'd be a run stopper.
Yeah, he's a run stopper.
Yeah.
Not at all did I think that he would be getting in the backfield the way he did. I saw a move one time where he spent around and just went past this guy easily. I was like, is this dude trying to be Aaron Donald this year?
He's added to his game. I don't think Andrew Billings had this last season. Dare I say this defense's Akeem Hicks pickup.
Also, don't you get me tingly.
No.
Don't you get me tingly.
Okay.
The tingly sound? What was that? Calm down there, Shannon.
You know I said it right in his hand. He's like,
whoa, yeah. Actually, we need to add that sound to the board. That's another one. That's another one.
Which one? That the Shannon Sharp?
Yeah, Shannon Sharp.
Whoa,
yeah.
I remember that. No, but I think that's the Dexter effect, because now if he's able to create, and either him playing better allows Billings to be better, because we were all kind of like Billings is almost kind of an afterthought. But now if this is the case, he becomes basically your Booger McFarland. He becomes that Tank Johnson.
I don't think we thought Billings was an afterthought. I think you just thought you knew who he was.
Yeah,
but we coming into this season, I didn't expect him to be a pass rusher. Now, maybe that's just week one, that the offensive line in the middle a little weaker. They got bookend tackles, even though we cooked them too.
Yeah.
But for the most part, the middle of that line is a little more vulnerable. You may not get that same kind of production this week. But my point is, for the Chicago Bears to maintain, can they maintain that number one pass rush heading into week two? I think that they can. But what it's going to come down to is when those other guys are getting double teamed.
Yep.
Somebody who's not that guy has to make a play. It has to be DeMarcus Walker. It has to be Darrell Taylor. It has to be Austin Booker if you finally get an opportunity in there, right? It has to be what's going on there?
I slipped.
Okay. It has to, no more alcohol for you. It has to be Daniel Hardy, right? It has to be those guys that they're not accounting for, because coming into this game, I guarantee you, they're accounting for Javon Dexter. They're accounting probably for Andrew Billings at this point, right? They're accounting for Montez Sweat. And I think that's what you want them to do. You want to have those guys there. DeMarcus Walker, can you make that play again?
Yeah. No, that's a fact. I think that I feel like this line has been found out, but at the same time, like, because we talked about all the names that we were trying to get in the offseason, from Danielle Hunter, from DJ Wanham.
I love the Danielle Hunter.
Justin Matabike, Chris Jones.
I like Matabike.
He was going to get
Chris Jones. We were talking about all these names, and we didn't come up with any of them. And we're like, well, do we go get Yannick Ngakoue, who's still out there?
Man, what's going on with that?
I don't know. He's just like a ghost.
Over there
is his career?
I think he's sitting over here on the couch.
Yeah, right? He's just chilling. He's waiting for an opportunity. But you see, we don't need any of that. Well, maybe.
How much money we got
after
left?
1 week?
How much money we got left in the
As far as the salary cap?
We got 20
We
million.
got 20 mil left.
Yeah, there you go.
And here's my thing, right? Like
Maybe.
well, not for Yannick Ngakoue. At this point, it's like I got 30 cents in a pumpkin
good.
for you.
Yeah,
Carve it up. Welcome to the holidays. But
Apparently we have 8 million left,
really?
according to Spotrac.
For the rest of the year?
Supposedly.
we traded for Darrell Taylor. We didn't trade a player. That's right.
Let's cut Velus Jones. We'll get a little bit.
Oh, you already know. Don't get me started. We're not going to speak on that.
Yep.
He was $8 million.
But Darrell Taylor's only 3 million.
Darrell Taylor's. Who else we had?
Nobody of real.
Well, Chris Williams from the Browns. We didn't talk about him. Yeah, he's also in there.
He didn't do
No,
that.
nobody of real. Like I think after you signed, you re-signed.
How they restructured DJ is how they opened up $20 million.
Yeah. But
So I don't know if that's got that on there. I don't know if that's counting his money this year being all signing bonus.
Yeah.
It should be there. I mean, everything should be updated as a point.
It should be.
Either way, 8 million left. I mean, they might be done this year. We may not need to do anything.
Well, no, I think you probably are done, and I guarantee you're done if your defensive line comes out and play the same way.
Yeah.
If you get 2 weeks, if Darrell Taylor can show it again, because this is my thing. I talked about it today on the Chicago Bears podcast. I watched Dominique Robinson.
Yeah.
I saw it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Two sacks against one of the best left tackles in football.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck is this? Oh, we got a guy. He figured it out. Maybe don't tell the world. Oh, every time he lifts his hand or lifts his foot right here, they can get to the quarterback and I bring him down. Boom. Oh, I got it. I figured him out. And he ain't had a sack since.
So you don't get too excited yet.
He had a preseason sack.
Hey, that's your boy.
Well, here's the thing. Here's why I feel,
Dom Rob gets you tingly.
Yeah,
Don't try to play.
Like Dom Rob.
Oh, he's trying to play.
Don't
He's
mess.
trying to play like Dom
Like
Rob. Don't get him tingly. Nope.
Here's the reason why I think Darrell Taylor is a little bit more of a constant to me. Look at his resume. Last year, what do you have? 5.5
sack numbers,
sacks.
yes. Sack numbers, yes.
And the scheme was horrible for him. The year before that, 9.5 sacks.
Outside linebacker and actually dropping back into coverage.
Yeah, no, you don't use him like that. The year before that, he almost had 10 sacks. He had 9.5 sacks. So the numbers are there to show, hey, this guy has a talent.
Yeah.
Dom Rob didn't put none of that on film. So there's the difference there. I just believe that Darrell Taylor, you open him loose, you break him. Not break him. Wait, whoa, excuse me.
Hot and ready. I'm going to come in fast with
That's
him.
not what I meant. All right.
Break him by a new one? Is that what you said?
You want to break him in? What?
Your crew run?
Break him.
Your crew run?
I think I'm going to throw a flag.
That's a flag. That's a flag. That's a flag.
Yeah, I'm not going to challenge.
Yeah, I would save your timeout. Save your timeout.
That was bad. But no, I think he's more of a special talent than Dom Rob. So we'll see.
I would agree. Appreciate y'all tuning in, showing love. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. We got 20 minutes left. Let's preview this game. We got the Chicago Bears game. By the way, in the building right now, 155 on the YouTube side, man, 48 over on the Twitter side. Twitter a little light today. I don't know what's going on Twitter. Twitter a little light today. If you haven't done so, hit the retweet button over on Twitter. If you're on the Breeze side, man, you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button, bro. I understand y'all like listening, just jumping in, not hitting the like button, but it's free. It's free. And I want over 100 likes on the video while we live.
Nice.
I love getting over 100 likes over the video while live,
nice.
bro.
It is
like
nice.
the video.
Would be nice.
All right.
Well,
so boys,
here we go.
Now it is time. We got to take a look at this game. We got to preview this game. And we got to predict who we think gets the win. Let's start it off. Offense versus defense. Caleb Williams, the leading topic here. Chicago Bears offense right now. Off to a rough start, like we talked about in the first segment, versus a defense in the Houston Texans, who they look pretty stout. Not only just up front, but some solid DBs on that team as well. I think that they're a dangerous team to have to worry about. Where are you boys feeling or how are you feeling, I should say, about this Bears offense going up against this Houston Texans defense, especially with the offensive line problems we saw?
So in the morning breeze, we actually had a few of the chat members put a few of the predictions up, and I saw a lot of blowouts with Houston. 28-3.
We're not getting blown out.
35 to
Yeah, we're not getting
10.
Nobody said blowouts.
No.
In the morning breeze.
there was
You weren't up yet, Joel.
Yeah,
I
you gotta
was
wake
up.
up.
Go back to sleep.
I was up.
Hey, yo, calm down there, Shannon.
Hi-yo.
Grunting and stuff. But no, I here's my thing. If I'm not going to be meaty, I'm not going to be a meathead right now. If I'm being completely honest and I'm looking at it, from all directions, I'm going to say that I think the Houston Texans eke this one out 27-21.
They do what?
Eek. That's okay.
Eek? Oh, eek.
Eek.
Yeah.
What you thought I said? You said eat them? Oh. No. E-E-K. E-E-K. Not E-A-T.
Thank you for spelling it
out.
Yeah. Well,
man. Eek. All right.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
We definitely got to get that on the soundboard.
27-21.
I think Caleb is going to have a way better game. I think he's going to actually perform much better, maybe even 200 yards.
Yeah.
Plus passing, maybe a couple touchdowns. But when it comes down to it, I think that C.J. Stroud, with the experience that he has over Caleb, I think, and just how special he's been, I think that they're gonna eventually win out in the end. Unfortunately.
What you got, Joe?
I think they surprised, and because I definitely felt like going in the Texans would be favored to win. I feel like
they're 6.5 point favorite,
right?
Yeah.
But that's basically a touchdown.
and the Bears are wearing orange jerseys, so that's pretty much a lot.
Yeah, that's another thing.
But
That's a lot.
Hey,
If you believe
I'm
in
just saying,
conspiracies.
Caleb
Did you say
won.
that's pretty much a tie?
I didn't say that's a touchdown. You can't hear.
Apparently not.
Dude. Now I'm saying, I'm gonna give them a win. I'm thinking 24-21. It's a tight game. And then you got to factor in the defense. Like, our defense is pretty good. Texas has a good defense. I don't know if they have a great defense. They're good.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud is a good quarterback. Again, it's what quarterback is going up against this defense. Bad to mid quarterback suffer. I'm going to say that the CJ Stroud is definitely not in the mid category. He's way above that.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a challenge. That doesn't mean it's going to be easy for him though. So I don't know. I feel like if Caleb's able to actually have an offense and actually able to sustain drives, I'm going to give it to the Bears. They have a chance to win.
I will say this:
right. 24-21 Bears.
It comes down to, like you said, this offense making something happen. Mm-hmm. I don't think you have to make it all happen. Mm-hmm. But I do think you have to make something happen. Now, my prediction is that the Bears end up coming out of this on the losing end. You had 27-21. I got 28-21. I know I saw some people out there like, do you think that he really that this team is really going to score 28 points on the Chicago Bears defense? No, I think that they also have a good defense that can force some turnovers, as we saw. Yeah. You may end up seeing one of those go back the other way. And I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen, but I can see that happening in this game. Still a rookie quarterback we're dealing with here. But do I think 21 points from this offense is doable? 110%, because I do think this offense has the weapons. Now, with that being said, I think the Chicago Bears defense has just as many weapons to match up with. And so for me, I just like, in my mind, if you give 14 to 17 points offensively, I still think this defense is going to put you in a position. Like, just straight up. Yeah. And when I say offensively, I'm saying straight up, ball is kicked to you, you get the ball, you go down the field, you score a touchdown, or you kick a field goal. If you're able to get 14 to 17 points in that manner, I think this defense gets you the ball back at least once to put you in position to then score another touchdown.
Yeah.
That's how you win this game in my mind. But right now, I don't know if that's how it's going to happen. Give me Texans right now, 28-21. But this defense is good enough to change everything around.
Yeah. The defense is stout where, we've seen it last year that, clearly there were games either with miscues or if you don't give up a short field, if the offense doesn't kill us, then the defense can be stout. Yeah. But if you keep putting the defense out there to get tired, they're going to get run down. So there's moments where the Bears have had, didn't the Lions go 30 point what were the games where they had there was not. I don't think a lot of games where you scored on this Bears defense. And this defense is better this year than last year.
Absolutely.
And you're talking about miscues. I mean, like I said, if they play mistake-free ball, again, Velus doesn't punt the ball, fumble the punt and gives them a short field. Now the Titans are literally in the red zone, just like that defense back there on the field. Yep. There's no rest. So you got to have a balance. If we're able to have balance, they can win the game. Yep. I think the Bears are able to be in most of these games all year. The only game I'm worried about is the 49ers.
Most important thing for me is establishing the run up the middle. Okay. Because to me, these bookends are going to make things tough for you. They're very good moving side to side. I don't know if you have that guy, and this may be the game. It seems like we're going to get Roschon Johnson back in this game. This may be the game where you need Roschon Johnson because in my mind, and y'all let me know how you felt about this, it felt like the Bears were looking for somebody who could run up the middle.
And he's good at that.
It felt like the Bears were please. It's that's why I think we saw Velus Jones, and that's why I think we saw Travis Homer, and everybody was freaking out. Oh, why the heck is Travis Homer in the game? I think Travis Homer's in the game because they were like, he can run up the middle for more than 2 yards.
Yeah. We got some of the chat. Hello Paper Sports Channel. He got the Bears, I think, winning 28-24. We got Johnny Wana, another 24-17 win. Sorry if I messed your name up. Winiarski. That's one of our guys. I hope I don't mess up his name. Winiarski. 35-17 Bears. We got Robert Diaz has the Bears losing 28-13. And that's just so far. So, Breeze Nation, go ahead, put your scores in.
So here's where I feel like we can exploit it because I know I mentioned, I feel like the Texans are going to win 27-21. Drew, did you have a prediction? My bad, man. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm saying that I'm hoping for a win, but I'm most likely looking at a 24-13 loss, actually.
Oh, so you got the offense still struggling bad.
I do have the offense still struggling because Rome is out, Keenan's hurt.
Yeah.
So, and unless we get a good run game, I think we're going to struggle again.
I forgot. Kid said, I think Kid had us losing.
No, Kid had us winning, I thought.
No, he didn't.
Did he have us losing?
It's Kid.
Oh, it's
Calvin has us winning 28-17. Ringo has the Texans winning 23-17. And Kid, where is Kid at?
Kid's in the chat.
I know that, but I wanted to make sure so he doesn't lie.
Just put it
27-24.
27-24.
He had them losing 27-4. I don't want him to change.
Have the Bears losing?
Yeah,
27-24.
He had the Texans winning 27-24.
So here's where I'll give us some grace and say this is where I think the Bears can
I
actually
like that
win.
sack. I like that.
I don't know what's going on.
I like that. Stroud was sacked 4 times last week.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that brought up.
I like that sack. That's
I thought I said stat.
You
did not.
Sound like you said sack there, brother.
Did I say sack or stat?
Oh, we got flag from the other side.
You gotta get across the
screen.
screen.
Own up to it. That's right. Take accountability.
I like Alex Houston. Bears 70, the Texans 6. Bear done.
Now that's a meeting take right
100-0. Bears.
Thank you.
Who ordered the bratwurst?
Bears.
Bears.
Here's where I see us possibly winning.
Come on, man. You got the Texans. Mug. I thought he was my guy, man.
What you got, Jordan? What you got, Jordan?
Jesus, Joe.
Just fight through the ADHD.
Yeah, all right. Here's where I see the
like
Bears
I was
winning.
saying.
Son of a...
God, this is like the 5,000 takes you get when we're all trying to talk. Here's where I see us winning.
Be a professional. Keep going.
Mario Edwards Jr., former Bear, right?
Yeah.
Actually is starting as your defensive tackle. Folo Fatukasi.
Okay.
I don't know who that is.
All right.
He's the interior as well. So those guys, I don't think those guys keeping you up at night. We know Mario Edwards Jr. was decent when he was here. He's not somebody. What? I like that sack is crazy. Yeah, that is crazy, Steve-O.
That was nuts.
I know.
Sorry.
That's where I think the run game can actually be more impactful if we go up the middle with Roschon. Another thing, too, you're looking at their DBs. Their DBs are nothing like what we have.
Correct.
Derek Stingley Jr., that's a name. He's decent.
That's what I was saying. Derek Stingley Jr. got some game.
That's it, though. But that's it, though. You got Kamari Lassiter. Jalen Petrie's a decent safety. Jimmy Ward's a safety. He's old, though. Like, that's where you can take advantage of this team.
That's what I'm saying.
With the explosive plays. But that means that the offense has to be
But the wide
on
receivers
point.
are hurt, though, so you relying on Tyler Scott
Well, we got
to beat those.
We still got DJ Moore and two tight ends.
I don't think you're relying on Tyler Scott. I think you do have to utilize Tyler Scott, but I don't think you're relying on Tyler Scott. What you need to see this week offensively is a team who can take just enough pressure off of DJ for you to force feed DJ.
Yes.
And the thing that I hate, And this is what Luke Getsy did, the actual Luke Getsy last year. This is what Luke Getsy did. And it seems to be a theme with Chicago Bears offensive coordinators. They just go, well, I know this guy in theory is one of the best guys in the league, but we can't just force him the football. Justin Jefferson gets forced the football.
All the time.
Jamar Chase gets forced the football.
All the time.
Devontae Adams gets forced the football.
Sorry, I wasn't here.
Tyreek Hill gets forced the football. Jalen Waddle gets forced the football. Nobody ever goes, oh, my God, why did you try to throw to him so much? Force the football to DJ Moore.
Yes.
Well, he's your guy.
Well,
I don't care about – because here's the thing. Yeah, somebody tell me, who's the DB that shut down DJ Moore?
but you can't force feed the wide receiver because look what happens in Buffalo. When they were force feeding Stephon Diggs, Allen had multiple turnovers. So you can – it depends on the wide receiver who you can force.
Listen,
I'm not saying don't be smart.
You still have to be smart about it, but here's the thing. If you've got that one-on-one matchup, if you've got that 50-50 matchup, if you've got DJ Moore cutting through a zone and you got to make a tight throw, the one thing we know about DJ Moore is if the ball is in his general vicinity, he usually comes down with it.
Yeah. Nice.
And so to me, like I remember last year, this is what I say. Remember last year when we were sitting there, we were like, oh, this Washington pass rush is going to really get after Justin Fields, and they're going to be all in his face, and it's going to be really tough. This is early in the game, right? Before DJ Moore didn't, what was the deep throw? Yeah, one deep throw to DJ Moore.
It was just yak after yak after yak.
Set, hunt, boom, drop, turn, throw. DJ Moore, all of a sudden, he's like, hey, I'm good. What I said during the live call, he hit you one of them. He's gone.
I would say this: we're also not we're forgetting about DeAndre Swift. If Roshan's there,
DeAndre Swift for pass catch as well.
You have another outlet. Yeah. So, like, yes, it sucks to lose Keenan, if not Rome. We have a lot of weapons. There's a reason why you get all that talent, so that just in case somebody goes down, next man up. But Swift will be, I think, a factor in the passing game. Yeah. And if we have Roshan back there to actually act as a blitz pickup or extra blocker,
he's also an excellent blocker.
That's why I'm like, I feel like, I mean, definitely I respect the Texans. I just think that it is a winnable game that the Bears can actually win because the Texans really don't know what Caleb can actually do.
But it's only winnable if your offense improves.
Exactly.
So it's only winnable if Caleb Williams can throw the football.
Right, that's why I've said that before. If the caveat is as long as the offense is actually able to do something, then they're going to be in trouble. But if it's what happened last week, then the Texans are a lot better than the Titans, where I don't think Stroud's not going to make as many mistakes.
CJ Stroud's not throwing the ball away like what Will Levis did.
As many of them, yes.
At all.
But we'll see how it goes.
He's not throwing the game away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mike Rogers said, who the heck is T. Scott? Trust me, if I don't know who he is, you aren't good, bro. If you don't know who Tyler Scott is, I mean, at this point, you just basically aren't paying attention to the team. Anything else, boys, before we get up out of here?
Oh, we forgot to bring out the injury report. Other than that, no.
We can talk about the injury report real quick. Nothing crazy today. Yeah. I mean, Keenan Allen DNP, Rome Odunze DNP. Those are two guys that we fully expected not to be practicing this week, dealing with the injuries that they're dealing with. I saw Keenan Allen today. He was on the bike.
Nice.
So not a part of the wide receiver group, but he was on the bike. Okay. Karan Amageji was limited yet again. Ryan Bates was DNP today. He was on the bike. So he has had some sort of a setback in his game. Kari Blasen game was DNP. He was limited yesterday. He's had a little bit of a setback. Mercedes Lewis was DNP. He is old. Zach Pickens was a full go.
He is old.
Zach Pickens was a full go today.
Full go?
Full go today. And then DeMarcus Walker was limited. Zach Pickens is another guy who you got to show me something.
Yeah, I'm getting a little.
Well, he won't be here. Nah, not going to be here anymore.
I mean, listen.
Zach Pickens is not going to be here.
Next year?
Yeah, he's on a 4-year deal.
He just got drafted.
I'm saying he's not the factor. I'm saying he hasn't shown us anything.
Well, he's a third-round pick. He's got to do something.
Give it time.
Bayless Jones is still here.
Yeah. You want to cut him now.
I wanted to cut him in Washington.
Absolutely want to cut him
2 years ago.
I understand.
He's 27.
I'm just saying.
He's 46.
He's not showing anything.
I give Zach a little bit more of a leash than Bayless.
He hasn't shown anything. My point is he hasn't shown anything.
Well, no, Pickens showed you a lot early in the season last year. For some reason, it ended up leveling off.
You know what?
When Dexter started to show out. You want to see if you can get that back.
To your point, they wouldn't have brought in old boy from Cleveland.
Chris Williams?
Yeah, they wouldn't have brought him.
Well, that was just
they brought him in because he was hurt.
Yeah, it's not because Chris Williams level.
Chris Williams about to lose his job.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. Chris Williams ain't
he really hasn't shown anything.
Joe doesn't believe in Zach apparently already.
Okay. I want to believe in him.
He was tingly on Zach Pickens early in the season last year.
What happened? Jeez.
You liked him.
No, I thought Dexter was cool.
You thought Dexter was bad.
I like Tyreek. I definitely like
that.
Tyreek.
Has nothing to do with the defensive tackles.
I'm saying of the draft picks that came in.
The defensive tackles.
No, the guys that we picked, there was guys I liked, and the guys I was like, okay, cool, another one. All right, hopefully he works out. Then it was like maybe he has to work a defensive end because he's not doing that great defensive tackle.
Yeah,
you didn't see anything that said yes, we got one.
Well, he was ahead of Javon Dexter last season.
But it was
he was ahead of him by quite a bit early on in the season. He was the one that was creating the pressure. So, but I will say that you hope that he's able to do that again.
Hey,
you hope he's able to do that again. We'll see.
We
wish. Hey, listen, that's all we got right now, baby. We in week 1 and we got 147 yards. We need hope in week 2.
Shout out to my dad, super producer Ron Holt. I will
come get this TV after the show. We'll be working.
I'll call you after the show.
I'm sick of this. Get this TV out of the house.
I love my dad. I can go get a TV.
Shout out to Ron.
we get another TV. Shout out Ron Holt. Appreciate y'all tuning in and showing love, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. For the super producer, Joel Holt, and Mr. Media himself, Jordan JC. Drew in the back with the crew. It's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago Bear. Down. One love.
One
Peace.
love.
One love. We need
One
end music right here. We're just
you know
like
what?
Boom.
What's that? Like breeze, morning breeze. Yeah.
You know what I have? We're getting all the kinks out of the new layout, so I'll bring the audio over.
Bye, guys.